Almost as good as Kindred.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome
Impossible.
to another exciting episode of Kindred Lists right here at Proficiency Bonus. We've been talking about beverages tonight. Coffee beverages, caffeine-oriented beverages. So much
Caffeine.
So much caffeine. So much. This episode is not sponsored by Mountain Dew, but, you know, hey, Starbucks, Mountain Dew, Canada Dry, hey.
Canada Dry, hook us up.
We're here for you.
Proficiency bonus.
We're here for you.
Almost as good as ginger ale.
Proficiency_bonus@gmail.com. One email is all it takes. Welcome, everybody. We're so glad that you're joining us. I want to take a quick moment to shout out some of our sponsors and supporters. We want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to be affiliated with them, allowing us to do all this crazy streaming nonsense that we do here every week at Proficiency Bonus. We also want to thank our friends at Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for all their support. You can type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in our Twitch chat at any time during the episode and get a quick link to their website and storefront. We can purchase some really cool dice and other RPG-related merchandise and gear. Currently, our pro bonus coupon code for Little Dragon Core is down, but if you check their Twitter and Facebook, they oftentimes have better discount codes posted on there and sales and all kinds of cool stuff. Go ahead and check them out. I'm still in the process of getting that fixed. I'm hoping to have it fixed and repaired very soon. So please be patient. Trying my best. Get you guys that 10% off because you deserve it. And man, do they have some great dice. You might not be able to see this die, because my green screen probably knocks it out. I'm sorry, Twitch. Yeah, it looks like, yeah. I apologize. That's currently my only one in my tray that I have to show you from Little Dragon Corp. So, there you go. There you go. Look, we got all kinds of good dice. So thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful Dungeon Master for the evening. As dice continue to fly by Matthew's face. So, diving back in for episode 45. We last left off, the party was in Silverymoon and had just acquired some magical armor. Silver's father had constructed out of the dead Kraken's hide, Slarthrekel's hide that you guys brought to him. He turned it into some extraordinary magical studded leather armor that I believe Callista and Vix have taken to utilize. Molfin spent some time out and about. Also, Diana did some exploring on her competition of who is running against her for the role of what did I call that? The superior, supreme high priest or something like that. From I cannot remember what I had put in your letter. I'll have to look it up. Got your letter right here. Here it is. Yes, superior high priest. In water.
I remember last episode we just kept on calling it the Sainthood.
The Sainthood, yeah, that's right.
Why? That wasn't the title. Why did we keep on calling it the Sainthood?
Well, the superior high priest of the hospice in Waterdeep. Uh-oh, you okay, Zos? Zos, are you alright? Okay, she's good.
She fell.
She is. Alright. And we left off the episode with Molfin sitting outside, and something blocked the sun for just a moment. He looked up and glanced up to see that there was something high above. Molfin, what would you like to do?
How high up do I think this is?
It is very...
I know you said it's
way up there. I'm talking like, you know when you see you look up and you see an airplane like really high up in the sky, like it's like super tiny in your sight?
Okay, yep.
Like, that's kind of what this looks like. It looked like it was kind of flying over. Just caught a glimpse of where you could see like a little shadow kind of block. And you can see it kind of flying above.
Okay.
So roughly 38,000 feet, because that's where an airplane cruises in the sky.
Okay.
We got Jamie on the Google. He's up there really quick. Look at that.
Which means it is more than a mile.
Yeah, it's probably higher than a mile. Yeah.
That's like 5 miles.
Okay. So I'm gonna looking around at the ground around me. Is there like a big log, a stone bench? I'm looking for like a big rectangle.
There's like a wooden bench about 20 feet away from
Not
you.
to-
It's kind of like it looks like it has like a backing. It's a pretty elegant kind of park bench type thing. You've seen these all throughout the city.
Yeah, I'm just. Okay. And I'm looking for. Is there anything that I see that doesn't have legs on, like a barrel?
Yeah, down the street a little bit, you see a few barrels stacked up next to a building.
Okay. Molphin is going to start moving towards the barrels
Okay.
in his mind because him and Callista are still telepathically bonded from when we separated.
Sure.
Molphin's going to say, "My dear, there seems to be something flying above the city. I'm going to go check it out."
Do you need
And I'm
backup?
going- I have no idea. It's very high. Probably.
Can I see it from where am I?
You went into the store when we separated.
Yeah, you were putting on the armor, I believe.
Yeah. we're
Okay, I'll come
donning.
out.
Okay.
I'll come out and look up and see if I can see it.
And Molphin's going to walk over to the barrel, burn a 5th level spell to cast Animate Object.
I knew it. I knew that's where you were going with that. I knew it.
Hop on the barrel and just have the barrel start flying me up.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Because it doesn't have legs, it grows wings.
It has a fly speed.
It has a fly speed? Okay, okay.
Oh, my goodness
Callista, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Which die?
Nick and
Which
Molphin having the same spell. It's like, it's up without legs. And bing, light bulb.
That was a roll. Dirty 30.
Dirty 30s. Jesus. Okay, so you catch it at a time where the glare of the sun is hidden a little bit by a cloud. So what would be kind of like just the underbelly of whatever this is flying above would be completely darkened in by shadow. You catch some color, and you can see what appears to be the flapping of massive wings of a flying creature that glimmers of red scales.
Molphin. I think that's Snarl.
Wonderful. Perhaps we can have a conversation. Really think it's him.
Oh my. What are you doing? How far are you?
Not sure.
How fast is your fly speed on a barrel?
I think it's 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
Well,
Molphin, you are traveling very slow as this barrel is going.
are you kidding? My normal speed is 25 feet.
Wait,
This is-
oh yeah, you're going really fast for you.
Quiet.
That's it. You're flying in more ways than one. But yeah, by the time you get up into the sky a little bit, that you can see that image of that creature is going to be well out. Like that thing is flying pretty fast up there. Like I know it seems like it's going slow, but that's just because it's very far away.
It doesn't look like it's coming to the city.
It doesn't appear as if it is. Looks like he's kind of doing a fly over.
It's disappointing.
Is he going in a certain direction? Or is he circling?
It's more of a... It's a northwest to southeast direction.
Southeast of here.
Where is he going?
Ashlyn,
Evelyn, south and slightly.
Ashlyn, in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a voice.
Oh no.
Took me a while. But even from here, I can smell you. It's a shame you got off of that airship not too long ago.
That was like ages ago, man. Where have you been?
Listen, I had a lot to take care of. Don't give me the crap.
Oh, I'll give you the crap.
Uh-oh.
Lester, someone's talking to my brain.
What? I go back into the... Wait, what?
Someone's talking to me up here. It's not Ashlyn, it's someone else. It sounds like an angry old man or something like that. I'm not really sure.
Well,
He said
it's
we took his airship, so I'm guessing it's
Oh,
Snarl.
that's
So.
Snarl. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
up above right now. He's here.
That's fun. So much fun.
What did he say to you?
Something about crap. I don't know. I was distracted.
Can you ask him what he wants? We're a little busy.
What do you want? We're busy. Okay.
I actually just wanted to thank you. Thank you for taking out my only competition. Now that
Us?
Iamrith is gone,
Oh.
I have free reign.
Of what?
Of anything I please.
You mean until you meet my fist? Callista, he says that he's got free reign of everything since we, like, killed Imrith for him or something like that. Like,
Our list is so impatient.
I know.
But that figure, you guys, Molfin, you're watching, continues to fly in that straight pattern, regardless of this, what's happening. So
Molfin has no idea what's happening in the story. He's just still
fluttering.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, the wings that
I
go up
guess
like
we
this,
need
and then
to,
go.
I guess we'll need to deal with him sooner than I was planning. Considering he's taunting you.
It's not really getting to me. Like, he'd have to, like, really dig deep or something like that if you really wanted to.
Well, let me know if he contacts you again.
Okay.
Molfin, he was taunting Ashlyn something about him having free reign now that Imrith's dead. It looks like he's continuing southeast. Why don't you come back?
I suppose. Molfin start flying back down towards the closest roof he can see.
Okay, sure. Your barrel flutters you down. It's funny. It was really like pushing hard to get up, but now it's kind of like doing one of these. He's just coming down. And it sets down on one of the nearby rooftops of a 2-story building.
So could you give me a few moments? I'd like to cast a spell, if I may.
Oh, okay. Are you telling that in your head? or
I'm
saying out
telling
loud?
that to Callista.
Oh, okay.
What? You're casting a spell where?
In the sky.
Why?
To say hello.
I mean, he knows we're here.
Yes, but he's leaving so quickly.
You want him to come back and destroy Silverymoon.
That would probably get Silver angry, wouldn't it?
Yeah. We'll get to him. He's now higher up on our list because he's didn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Keep saying that about everybody. Don't do that to
Well,
me.
everybody on the list is really dumb and really impatient. And I don't know what to tell you, Molfin. We're still at Silver's shop, so if you want to come by, that's where we're at.
Jump back on the barrel and have it take me over.
New mode of transportation from Alpha. Always
Oh,
on.
I'm sorry. No, Movid's probably falling because that's going us a minute.
Oh,
yeah,
honey.
yeah. Well, I would say, yeah, I will say that you get to the rooftop with all this happening, but yeah, the wings disappear and it's just a barrel now on the roof.
Any stairs or anything?
Yeah, there's a group of people just down below, just like looking up and with quizzical looks on their faces.
I'm gonna jump down and sort of almost like crowd surf, try to land on him to soften my fall.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check, just for giggles.
Trying to catch him.
You're gonna try to catch him?
No, is anyone else trying to catch him though?
Let's find out. The
Okay.
dice will tell us.
They break their arms trying to catch him.
Yeah.
The 4.
4. One of them does make an attempt to catch you, as you get the sense that person thought that you were having a traumatic moment and you were trying to leap yourself off of the roof of a building, and they tried to catch you. They sort of grab you, but you stumble a little bit and flop over to the side. You do take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you smack a little bit onto the ground. And they look at, are you okay? What are you doing?
I'm sorry that my life was. I have to go and take off running.
Why did you take the barrel of oats onto the roof? And as you're running by it.
Valid question.
Not a 5th level spell slots. I'm not burning a 6th to get it back.
All right, so you make your way back to Silver's father's shop, which wasn't very far away, really, to be honest. You skitter down and make your way to the Essence Design shop, where you enter and see the rest of your group.
What were you up to aside from finding a snarl?
Apparently I stole a barrel of oats and left it on a roof somewhere. I didn't look to see if the barrel I took for a ride was empty or not. It was a
Can
convenient
Snarl
barrel.
talk to me in my head whenever he wants? Because that's creepy if he can.
I think he can. Because
Why
he's done
can
it before, right?
Yes!
How often has he done this, Ashlyn?
Not
Do you remember?
often. Not that often. Don't hear much. At all. This was the first time in a while.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Just a little disconcert. Just a little bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Can we get him out of my
Thank
head
you.
sometime?
Yes, if we remove his head from his neck, it will remove his head from your head.
Okay. Let's get on that.
We can make you a lovely tinfoil hat. I'm sure that would work as well.
What's tinfoil? Do we have
Very
tinfoil in
sort
the
of
siege? Oh,
malleable.
yeah.
It's very soft metal.
It seems like you guys often have issues with people talking in your heads.
Mm.
Is that just like a crazy thing, or is that like real people?
usually powerful people.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Silver's dragon person.
Kind of like that, yeah.
He'd never talked in my head. That was like on the wind. Everybody could hear that, not just me.
That's true. I could hear it too.
You a dragon person that talks to you on the wind? That's so cool.
Anybody that knows Draconic can typically hear him.
Can I talk on the wind?
You know, I've never actually tried to talk back to him. But
Maybe you
he's
should
not
try
talking
that.
to me first.
Well, I think it was more scary every time we heard it. We were like, oh No,
Oh,
I wasn't scared.
I was.
Well,
Was that
thank
plan
you for
still-
doing this for the armor. I kind of look at Silver's dad and kind of give him a nod, like, thank you for this. This will help us a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for bringing it to me. I mean, it was quite a marvel to work with, to be honest. If you, Silver, if you all stumble upon anything else that, please
Oh yeah.
bring it to
Sounds
me.
like some red dragon hide is coming your way soon.
Really?
Yeah, you might have to wait a little bit. We have a couple other things we need to do first, but
Oh, right. Totally, totally understand, yes.
Apparently, we're gonna go blow up a whole city.
that sounds fun.
Going to blow it up. We're going to suck the life out of it. This is minor difference there.
Zos's camera
Okay.
is stuck in like a like a moment where she was like this.
oh no. Well, should we head out? Is everybody good?
Is our plan to head there this evening?
Before we-
or-
Before we head
Well,
out,
that's what
Diana
I
hears
was
suck
wondering.
the life out of a city, and she's like, no. Just no.
Do we need one more night's rest before we go? Should we head back home, rest there, and then go in the morning?
How are we getting there? Is it the plan to go through Skullport or through the Yawning Portal, or...
I look at my dad. Do you have a recommendation?
Oh my. I mean, we could go through some of the caverns that lead from Skullport and travel the old-fashioned way.
Is it out of character? Where did my dad come up to the surface initially?
Probably
Was it near here?
Probably near there's all kinds of different places where the Underdark does meet other caves and things of that nature. So probably near Daggerford somewhere where he met your mom.
Map wise, do we know where Menzo is in relation to like where we are now?
I will take you guys to I'll just take you to the general map if I can find it in the north here. So I'll move you guys over there in.
Okay.
I got this big old map going on here. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Let me go.
Wait, I still gotta blow up Mithril Hall.
Yeah.
You still got a lot to blow up there, Molfin. So
Daggerford.
So basically, if you guys look down near the bottom of the map, you see Daggerford down there. You also see the Misty Forest is down there to the right, and you see the Limbier Vale that's kind of above Daggerford there. There's those mountain areas below that, and these little like areas of hills and stuff there. Probably within some realm of that was where your father had originally probably come up from the Underdark.
Okay.
You do know that there's one near Waterdeep, obviously, because that's the way you get down to Skullport, and also you go down into Yawning Portal that way. You guys have known that. There are probably other means of getting down there, but you would have to explore to find them or adventure to find them. You guys would know that if you look up, and you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and reveal all of this to you guys. I'm not putting the order up. Sorry about that.
Order.
Sorry about that. Roll initiative. I wonder if I can I'm just going to try to reveal it all. So I'm going to come up here to the top of the map a little bit. And I'm going to reveal all this stuff up here. Because you guys have actually been to the High Forest too. Open up a lot.
Oh,
of
okay,
those.
yeah.
You guys have been to a lot of these places regardless. You guys have been adventuring all over the place. So, from what I can tell from searching and looking at images of people who have overlaid the Faerun map to the map of the Underdark, is if you guys remember the Silver Marches area up there by Citadel Felbar and Iron Slag and all those places up there, if you guys remember Iron Slag from your visit to
Yep.
the Fire Giants.
Yep.
Menzo is somewhere underneath, like where that Silver Marches wording is. You guys
Okay.
would also know that there, well, and if you didn't know, Ryled would tell you that nearby to the south, probably along the border of some of the Evermoors or something like that, there's a place called the Dark Lake, which is an immense underground lake of blackened water, and it's just kind of immense, and there's a lot of different settlements that are along it as well in the Underdark. There are massive cave systems under here. So there's multiple ways. The one that Ryled knows the best is basically the one that he uses to travel not only between back and forth to Waterdeep, and also the name escaped me. Underneath Waterdeep.
Daggerford?
Underneath Waterdeep. Skullport.
Daggerford?
Yep, Skullport.
Skull.
Because from under Skullport, there's also cave systems that lead out of Skullport that eventually do lead to all these places in the Underdark. But it's a lot of extensive land travel or underground travel to get there.
So it's basically, do we want to travel underground or above ground first?
Well, the better question is, if we travel above ground, do we know how to get down there once we're above it? It may be wiser to go underground and follow the roads that Ryled knows.
Isn't the
Again, that's
Underdark
also-
like scary dangerous, or is that just me?
No, it is.
No.
We kill dragons for fun.
We
I think we'll
do,
be fine.
but
We could just
okay.
we could turn into like clouds and fly underground.
Have you ever seen a cloud underground?
What's gonna stop us? We're clouds.
What happens when it takes you a minute to become yourself again?
I do it away from things that are gonna kill me.
Unless they followed you.
How are they that fast?
It is a risk, either way.
That's fair.
Callista, what say you?
Ryled kind of speaks up and he's like, well, I guess we could do, if you, my brother obviously needed to use a way to get to Iron Slag. Perhaps we could go there and look around for the place where they made their way.
Oh, there's Iron. Like, wow.
If you guys remember, you guys confronted the Drow at Iron Slag, which was Callista's uncle.
Murdered a whole bunch of random people.
Yeah, that happened too, yeah.
Including Diana.
But they had to get there somehow, so
True.
there's that option as well.
That's valid. See if you don't know if I counts as a ritual or not.
Because if we were to start at Skullport, how long does Dad think it would take to get there?
Oh, it would take a long time
Yeah, I figured.
because you're going from Waterdeep basically to Iron Slag.
Yeah.
Plus, the route that he has you taken is you'd have to cross over a massive underground lake.
Mm. Is there an easy way to get to Iron Slag from here?
We've been there. I could teleport us.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Unfortunately, there's nothing saying that the giants haven't returned.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the yak people we murdered. I mean, they did try to kill Diana for giving birth to a demon, but that was...
I mean, to be fair, you did say that you kill dragons for fun, so like,
This is true.
none of these things sound scary compared to dragons.
Have you ever seen a cleric of Vilmata give birth to an imp?
No.
Horrifying.
Wait, you're a mom?
She can't speak when she's lying. That's why you can't hear her right now if she's denying it. The more she lies, the more quiet she gets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving this.
She must be having mute.
Unmute! I want to
She
cuss
doesn't-
him out!
Yeah, she's like desperately hitting on mute.
No.
She figured it out.
It muted
You
again.
muted yourself.
You muted her again. Oh, God.
Oh.
She was lying once more and lost her voice. Vilmata's taking it as she denies her child.
First of all, excuse Diana is currently has her nose in her spell book, trying to figure out what spells will be best for battling her girlfriend's family. So she's hardly paying attention. But all that she hears is you trying to convince Vix that she mothered a demon, and she's like, no, 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 no. To all of that. That's it.
I'm confused.
Mofun's gonna flourish his hand to summon Impy
Okay.
and mentally tell Impy, call her mom. Refer to the cleric as mother.
Looks at you quizzically for first, but it's like,
Okay, you got it.
Impy.
Mom, what book are you reading?
Creepy.
I said, what's my cantrip? Flaming something.
Sacred flame?
Sacred flame?
Yeah, sacred flame. Shoot him with a sacred flame.
that's dexterity save, right?
Yes. I have to roll for it, I think, too.
I
No,
don't-
wait,
I don't
if-
think
if
you
they
do.
make it, then...
No.
No, if they make it, then they beat it.
Matthew, do you have an imp's dexterity bonus by chance handy with for
Give me a
Impy?
second, I can grab it.
I didn't know if you had it like a secondary character sheet for Impy or not.
No, I don't really think he even has a... I would say he probably doesn't have a bonus because technically he's not an imp, he's a familiar.
He's just a familiar.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
An imp actually has a +3, but as a familiar, while we flavored it this way, I think realistically you would probably have either a +0 or a +1 at the best.
okay. Well, I rolled a 12, so I don't think that's gonna make the save. And I think a familiar only has like maybe 1 hit point.
Maybe 1,
Yeah.
yeah.
So at that, what you reading, Mom? All of a sudden, Diana just doesn't even look. She just casts her cantrip, and poof, Impy is just dissipated.
Not a
I
mother
don't
anymore.
realize how much it's going to cost me to have to resummon him.
You know, he must not have done his chores.
Did you ground him?
No, she just murdered him.
Oh.
He's not my... Listen, it was a very bad idea. It was really... I don't like thinking about it. I thought that I could... Wait, it's a long story.
to-
Anyway, I'm going
It's
to go back
enough
to
for
my
them to know
spells.
that you regret giving birth. Yes, we understand.
I do have an
That's
idea.
not-
If we can get not in Ironslag, but around that area and try and look for cave systems, I could commune with nature and try and see if I can find an entrance. We could also use divination to try and find an entrance.
I can
Like, once we're
probably
up
get us
there.
right to the door.
Pardon?
I can probably get us either to the door, the large metal doors outside it.
I
Or-
I don't think we need to go inside of it. If we can find other cave systems that could potentially branch in that's not in Iron Slag itself, that would...
Right, I mean to teleport to the outside of the doors, something memorable that we saw.
Oh, yeah.
If not, I'm just randomly teleporting to a forest, and we've been in
Right.
a few of
Or
them.
I could just tree stride us there.
Well, that would certainly save a spell slot of mine. To recall any trees.
I know all the trees.
Yeah, she would probably remember some trees from up there.
Or druid.
We need to start carving our initials in trees we use. Make them more memorable.
No! Not necessary. Yeah, so we could do that. It'd be a lot faster. I mean, it's still gonna slow us down because we don't have like experience navigating the Underdark up there, whereas Dad would have experience navigating from Waterdeep. But from
That gets us closer to the actual location. Might take
right,
us a bunch
it's gonna
of time.
take us weeks if we start at Waterdeep.
How long would it take us if we go into the Iron Slag?
Hard to say. We don't
Hard
know
to say.
exactly where we're going from there.
It would definitely cut off at least 3 weeks of travel.
I get
It would
claustrophobic.
probably take you from weeks to days by doing that.
Yeah.
We could tree stride there, take a rest overnight outside.
All right. Yeah, we could do that.
That way and you can do your spell this evening if you still have the capability. This way we'll rise in the morning, rested and fully prepared to go suck the life out of Menzo Baranzian.
Well, we'll see. I've
You
never
say
been.
no, and when we can't hear you, we know you're speaking falsehoods, Diana, so... We need to find a way to make that a spell and make that work on her.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. So we were campaigning for Diana, and I may have tried to pull a prank on the guy, and I may have told him that the fireball thing was a gift from Ilmater. And it may have done something bad because he came out basically screaming and his glasses were broken.
Okay.
I don't know if there's something special about the ball that we're just not seeing, or if Ilmater was just really mad.
Might I have a look at it? I actually don't believe we ever bothered to identify it.
No, I don't think we did.
What are we looking
Okay.
at?
Might I have it for a moment? Mulford's going
Uh,
to sit down in Silver's shop and literally pull out his candles and cast Identify as a ritual.
Okay. Guys, Molfin's
Sorry.
doing this. Are you guys doing anything during this, or just kind of just waiting around as he sets up some candles? Vic's holding back the temptation to grab and pick up as many of these candles as he sets them down as Koboldian possible.
I'm holding back. I'm holding back because I want to know like what happened.
Okay.
Like why?
Okay. So, at the end of your ritual, Molfin, for some reason, that blue continual flame that just keeps burning inside that glass, kind of like elegant looking, it's like a thick glass potion bottle is kind of what it looks like.
What?
And there's a blue flame in there, but as you finish your spell, your ritual, the whole bottom floor of this place seems to just be aglow as the blue flame seems to just cascade even more light throughout the room. And you can see markings, almost like intricate designs, within the glass of the bottle that it's contained within. It almost looks like perhaps a type of arcane text or even some kind of writing of some sort. So magically, this is just a continual flame. But from your vibe, what you're getting is this continual flame has been hasn't been dispelled for a long time.
Immediately seeing these characters start to appear,
Mm-hmm.
as that's done, Molfin's going to cast Comprehend Languages through the Shroud of Souls.
Okay, fantastic.
Oh,
Because I
it's
can
like
do-
shadow puppets. I'm just like on the ground. I'm assuming they're like projecting onto the ground, or are they just in the glass?
They're in the glass. You know, you remember in Transformers with the glasses and how
with these glasses.
it's kind of like that. You can
Okay.
barely tell it's there, but there's a pattern to it. Like there's a visual, like almost vertical pattern that shows these images. Let me where is it?
Guys, we unlocked part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Things we should have done when we saw it the first time.
I'm
Where
pretty
did we
sure.
get this from?
I'm pretty sure we looked at it, but we were just like, it's just a fire in a glass.
This is from the Nothic.
The Nothic's Tower.
Well, I think the way you guys looked at it and the way I described it is it looks very similar to a continual flame spell. I think that's kind of what you guys picked out from it, but I don't think you guys ever like really like dived into it, you know, to really.
No, I
figure
just
out what
assumed it was a continual, like old continual flame.
Yeah.
To think I almost threw this away.
For some reason, thought I had that whole thing in here.
And we can always come back to it if need be.
Yeah.
Thought I imported all of it into Roll20 so I wouldn't have to like dive into all the notes and stuff. Let me hold on. I might be after we take our break. I want to make sure I'm giving you the right handout before I show it to everybody. So that way I don't.
No worries.
I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. So.
Do you care if I keep it? I like it.
I mean, maybe you should hold on to it for now until we know what it does.
I'm going to say out of character, and for all purposes, Molfin's going to hand it back unless it mentions the sword. If it's talking about the sword, that's the only reason Molfin would not hand it back over to Vix.
Well, it doesn't. Well, let me double check. But I do want to tell you that it does give a very powerful resonation of magic similar to teleportation magic.
Look out.
Okay, then Molfin will. I'll say, well, again, it's hard to say because Molfin doesn't know. Molfin's going to hold on to it at least for now.
Okay.
Until
okay.
we know for sure. Because I'm just. Let me research this a little. I need to figure out what this writing means.
All right.
I should be able to get it back to you soon. Again, hopefully, before we start our journey beneath the mountain.
Hey.
Once we get there, I can spend a little bit more time this evening.
Wait, I know where this was now.
Zero back.
Where did I write that? I had it written.
You know what's really funny about this thing?
It's-
Just while we're sitting here,
Mhm.
we almost left this on the Nothic's body in the middle of a forest in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, for some reason I misplaced this sheet, but I think Matthew, you took the note you might have the note, or Callista might have the note. But whenever you guys searched the Nothic's body after he had passed, and there was all those scarring, what
Yeah.
were those 4 words?
The 4 words.
What were those 4 words that I spoke
Oh, that was
to
me
you?
and Callista, I think.
Yeah.
that was Callista and Vix.
Oh, I don't even remember.
That's the sheet I'm missing for some reason. I don't know why it's not, unless I slipped it into like one of these pages.
Did
in
I
the
write
back.
it down?
Betrayal, sanctification is invisible, gilded.
Yeah.
Yes. As you do comprehend languages, Molfin, the same text appears on the glass.
But it resonates teleportation magic?
It does resonate teleportation magic.
So it has the same writing on it that the Nothic's body had on it. The same 4 words.
Mm-hmm.
Can you write those 4 words in the chat so
Sure.
Yes,
I can just
Which
I
one?
can look at them?
the Discord chat.
Discord chat. Okay, I'll get on that.
Because what if it's an anagram?
Vix, I'm going to
Biggs.
hold on to this overnight. I have
Okay.
an idea, but I need to do something in the morning.
Okay.
I have a interesting idea. See if it will work. Molfin's going to go into his pocket, pull out his little chest, and summon his big chest. Open it, stick the flame in it, close it, and banish it back away.
Okay.
Diana's campaign taking place? Like, I'm confused. Is that like only in Waterdeep that she's getting elected to that, or is that like globally?
Okay, so basically, the thing with my campaign, Ashlyn, is that it's a position in my church, so I think that they're voting for it within Waterdeep, but like it's still a high-ranking member of the clergy position.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, even though I'm being elected in Waterdeep, like I would have influence, I'm assuming, in general, just because I'd be like, not necessarily an elder of the temple, but like a person who basically I know what I'm doing. I don't know how to describe it necessarily. Basically, I would kind of be, I think, in charge of the Waterdeep temple, or like part of like, I don't know. There's another person who's like handles day-to-day affairs.
Gotcha, I got you. Leave this to me. Alright.
Yeah.
Is there a Temple of Ilmater in Silverymoon?
Yes.
We already went, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go back there.
No.
That's a place we're
My
talking
competition
about that
is
Vix
there.
just created performed a terrorist act.
Oh!
Oh no.
Was I there for that?
You were not.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Oh me, oh my. I follow Ashlyn, because now I'm scared.
Oh, don't be. I'm good. You don't have to follow me.
I am following Ashlyn.
Okay.
We're about to leave.
Oh, we're about to leave. Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we'll hang out with you guys.
We'll do that. We'll do that another time.
Yeah, we'll campaign for you another time.
Okay. Well, let's get out of the city and get ready to tree stride over. Unless you
And-
guys have other things that you need to get done here before we leave, or any equipment or resupplies. Now's the time. Do you have to go pee? Are you sure you haven't
Dude, let
gone?
me use this pot.
As Molfen was doing his ritual to identify the orb, Silver would have just been talking with his father, like saying goodbye and say, "I'll be back soon. Try and bring you some more interesting material, that kind of thing." So
Oh yeah, please.
give him a hug.
Oh, it was so good to see you again, Silver. Please be careful if you were going after any red dragons.
Of course,
They can be extremely
I-
dangerous, but
they can be.
you did bring me kraken hide, which that's quite impressive.
We weren't all even there for that either. So
Well, that's even more impressive. Well, just
we'll be safe.
take care of yourself and take care of your friends.
I will. Give him a big hug.
He smiles and gives you a hug back and pats you on the back a few times. And
I am gonna, while Molfin's dealing with the light, I'm quickly going to send a message to Clarion and let him know that Snarled is going southeast, flying over Silverymoon, and he seems pleased that Imirth is no longer around to stop him.
You do get a message back from Clarion, and it's just kind of simple. Yeah, a few of the others that I know are a little worried. A few other dragons, metallics, have been tracking his movements. He seems to be scouting all of the larger cities of the north. Be on the lookout for what he's up to.
I'll relay that to my party.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll message Clarion again tomorrow and give him an update, but for now, I think we should head out.
Alrighty.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Alright.
So, how are you guys planning to travel?
Going outside the city and tree striding to the forest just outside of Ironslag.
Okay. So you guys watch as Callista approaches a rather large tree, begins to cast her incantations, pointing towards the tree, and you watch the tree kind of warp a little bit for a moment, and she gives you guys the cue to step in through the tree. And as you take a step, it's almost like just this one big massive step through one tree and out the other, and it's a little bit colder as you step through onto the other side, as you're a little bit farther north, getting closer to the spine of the world, the mountain range that's up there. And you guys appear on the outskirts of Ironslag. What would you like to do here? You guys are in a forested area, probably just to the south of where Ironslag was located.
Okay, I am going to... What level is that? Commune with nature as a ritual.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything?
I want to. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I want to look in the picture frame that I have covertly,
Okay. What do you...
and I want to look up Lachlan and just make sure he's okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Okay. 23.
23.
Mhm.
Yeah. You see Lachlan in the mirror.
Okay.
Just kind of sitting there, kind of doing the Mortal Kombat choose me pose, you know?
Yep.
Got the oath bow in hand with an arrow
Okay, cool.
knocked.
Cool. Alright, just wanted to make sure that he's kicking. Alright.
Mhm.
As a question, would you guys prefer me to, since I'm, meditating, preparing my spells for the day a little bit late and stuff like that, do you guys prefer sending or like spirit guardians or something like that?
Probably sending for now.
Okay.
Spirit guardians when we actually get there.
Well, I mean, I think once I concentrate on my spells that I'm going to prepare for the day, I think those are the only spells that I have prepared for the day.
Right, but it's going to take us a few days to get to the city.
Yeah, because we're still above. We're not in the Underdark yet. We're still above ground.
I think
Hey,
she
she's
froze.
frozen.
Uh-oh, she might have
I think
frozen
we
on us.
lost her.
Oh, no.
Wah,
Yeah.
wah.
She will never know.
Michael, I want to ask a question here,
Sure.
because I'm not sure whether or not this would even be possible for Molfen to try.
Mm-hmm.
So, teleport.
Yeah.
Says the destination you choose must be known to you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that do we know what would happen if you tried to cast teleport to a location that was not known to you?
Yellow.
Hello.
Does it
Yeah,
say
I prefer
does it say
sending.
in there that it automatically fails in the
No,
description?
it just says spell transports you, creatures, blah, 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 or a single object you can see within range to a destination you select. If you target an object, it must be able to fit inside a cube. Destination you choose must be known to you. It must be the same plane of existence as you. Your familiarity with the destination determines whether you arrive successfully. So Molfin's thought is, I have this strange object. It's got some weird verbiage on it. If I take this as an associated object and try to teleport to its home,
Mm-hmm.
do I think that would work? Or do I think it would potentially work?
That's potential.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know where it lit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I could say I want to teleport to Ashlyn's home. I don't know exactly where it is, but I've got Ashlyn. If that's where she's from, hopefully I'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah. Any
Thinking the same
type of
person.
associated object will help.
Okay. Bouncing ideas. I think its home might be where it was. Yeah, Muffin just seems to be a little all over.
Okay.
Molfen wandering
I'd say
around.
he's sort of just like aimlessly wandering, almost muttering to himself. It's like when you see that crazy old guy walking around the morning, and the little notepad out, and he's
Yeah.
scratching something out and walking around.
Those stinking kids and being on my my lawn all the time.
Yeah.
I'm watching him because he has my pretty shiny fiery ball.
Mhm.
I'm just keeping an eye out to make sure things gonna come up and attacks in this floor as well. Someone's doing a ritual.
Okay, sure.
Idea, I should be helping with that.
Okay.
You're muted.
I've kind of like druidcraft like a little like ritual circle around myself with flowers and greenery, and I'm burning like sage and herbs as I'm concentrating on this 10-minute ritual.
Okay.
I'm kind of like every so often glaring at Molfen when he's grumbling too loudly and interrupting my concentration. Go grumble over there.
Eventually, when you complete your ritual, you hear kind of what starts to sound like wind, a breeze through the tree leaves, as leaves begin to kind of wrestle together and branches start to move. Your hair begins to kind of like sway in this breeze, and it almost feels like the breeze is gently kind of pushing you in a direction. And Kind of like in the Lion King when Simba goes down and all that stuff kind of like blows, and it blows through scenes, a ton of scenes. It's kind of like one of those situations where you feel like the breeze and everything around you is sort of leading you in a direction, and it's kind of going north from where you're at.
Okay. Is it within 3 miles of me?
It is within 3 miles of you.
Am I picking up any powerful celestial fiends, elementals, or undead in that direction?
In a 3 mile radius?
Yes.
Say that list again.
Celestial, fey, fiends, elemental, or undead.
You are getting elemental, but it's coming more from the direction of Iron Slag, and the nature is pulling you more to the north.
Okay.
Iron Slag is to the northeast. Your direction that the wind seems to be guiding you is straight north.
Okay. Yeah, so like if I'm settling my hands into the grass and kind of like pushing, and I'm trying to really concentrate on like natural underground entrances is what. So I'm getting that in north.
North. Yep, and
Okay.
You're feeling elemental presence
To the northeast.
to the northeast, and that's like the direction right where the big massive door to Iron Slag was.
Okay. All right. I will stand up and start heading north. And kind of mention in passing, I think there's more elemental presence at Iron Slag.
You guys can all feel the breeze as well, you can see that it's kind of centered around Callista and moving past Callista, kind of pushing her, and you can see her hair kind of blowing in this breeze in that direction as she speaks to you.
Beautiful.
The breeze is messing up my parchments.
Yeah, Molfin's papers go flying.
Wind that yelled at Silver?
I'm sorry, what?
You said wind yelled at you one time.
Was it necessarily? Well, I guess it could have been wind. It was more like a voice carried on the wind.
Oh, voice carried on the wind. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just wind in general. Then that'd be bad. Okay.
But now there's the breeze. I say into the wind, "Can you hear me?" Trying to communicate with my patron.
Okay. A moment passes. You still hear
And Draconic, of
the
course.
breeze. You swear at one point you hear like a little whistle from the breeze, and it sounds like to you it said, "Hey."
Hello? Was it in Draconic or in Common?
It just sounded like common.
Did someone say hey?
I did not say hey.
I heard hey. Someone said hey on the
Nope.
wind. Okay, that's a little weird. I'm gonna just look around. Do I see anybody else other than the group that I'm with?
Make an insight check, Silver.
Okay. Nope. Oh wait, I got a +7 to insight. 16.
You kind of catch Riled doing this a little bit,
Oh no.
and he like walks away.
Think he was playing a joke on me. That was kind of funny. Also kind of mean though, but I guess funny. I keep following Callista now.
Okay.
All right, you guys continue to walk north. Molfin, you following the group? I knew you were walking around. Oh, he's rolling.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I even notice him leaving. If no one specifically grabs Molfin, that is a 2 on the die. Molfin probably wouldn't even notice they've started walking away. He seems to be completely off in his own world.
Okay.
I would
Probably with everybody's insane passive perceptions, Callista probably wouldn't get too far before she would realize that you weren't with the group.
Yeah, I would stay back too because I'm watching him, so I'm also not paying attention.
You coming?
Well, aren't we here?
Aren't we going?
We're leaving.
Are you guys coming
Yeah.
this way?
So take his parchment and start putting it back into his pouch. Yes, right along.
Mhm. Okay. So, you guys travel north a little ways. Eventually, you guys hear what sounds like the sound of running water.
Nice brook.
And you get to a place, and then it starts to sound like a waterfall a little bit. And you get to an area at the base of where this section of the ice spires, this section of the mountains kind of meets the forest here. You can see these natural the snow melt and spring water that comes down from the mountains has a nice little not a large waterfall, but you can see that it kind of falls about 40 or 50 feet from a little ledge, scattering down on some rocks down at the bottom, and it begins to form a small stream that you can see continues on, and looks like it's eventually going to turn into a larger creek and eventually get bigger and possibly at some point build itself into either a river or join a river or something of that nature. But Callista, you're being led right towards this waterfall by the breeze. And you can see the mist of this waterfall kind of just resonating down there towards the bottom where it hits these rocks and makes this small pool at the bottom as it starts to stream away from the mountainside.
Kristy is rolling really bad on her animal handling checks, so 1 second.
The leap on screen was
Yeah.
it was so good.
You guys, while she's organized, yeah, everybody can make a perception check for me.
Oh me, oh my.
I'll make a yeah.
Let's try.
Little Dragon Corp, stop torturing me tonight.
4.
For
I also rolled a 4. Wow, hey twin. Let me.
Hello.
I think I have bonuses though.
34.
Oh, I rolled a 3, so
Okay, plus 11, so that's 15.
oh wow, 15,
17.
17,
9.
9,
25.
25. So it looks as if everyone except for Vix and Silver notice as you guys are walking, and you're kind of, Callista is looking straight forward, and she's looking in the way that the nature seems to be guiding her, the wind and the breeze and the leaves that are kind of on this wind as she's following it. You look off to the side and you notice there are what look to be 2 humanoid individuals about 50 feet away from you to the right, off of the path that you guys are walking kind of on, just laying face down on the ground.
Oh no.
Do they
I
look to be
will-
breathing?
What's that?
Do they look to be breathing?
From this far, you can't tell. From 50 feet away, it's hard to tell if they're breathing, but there doesn't appear to be any movement.
May
I want to
okay,
do my mark. Sorry.
I was gonna say that I turn to the party and I say I'm going to sneak up there and see. if
Let
they
me
need help.
sneak first, because you were not sneaky.
I
Not
wanna-
you.
Can we sneak together?
No, I'm gonna use Mask of the Wild
Mm-hmm.
to attempt to hide
Diana's
in
pouting.
the foliage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna stealth.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Diana's gonna try and stealth anyway.
Okay.
And Malfa's gonna cast invisibility and follow along with her.
Okay.
I'm also going to stealth.
Okay.
Pass without a trace.
Oh,
23.
Pass out a trace.
33.
Add 10.
I
33.
Thank you for that pass without a trace, because even with invisibility and advantage, that's not a great roll.
I rolled a 10. With passive without a
You got
trace,
a
that makes it
20.
a dirty 20
Okay.
because I have
Okay,
no
that's-
bonus.
23.
23. Excellent.
29.
Plus 10.
29. Ooh.
33.
33.
34.
22.
22.
And if I can get close enough to them, I want to do a medicine check on them.
Riled got an 8.
Oh,
Well,
no.
plus
So
10,
riled.
18. So he's good. You guys are doing pretty good sneaking up with that help with the pass without a trace. Still feeling that breeze from the nature nearby, you guys start to walk up. And Diana, as you're looking, like you guys are approaching one of them by like his feet. It appears that their feet are like pointing towards you guys.
Yeah.
You approach one, and just as you kind of crest to where you could see the head of this individual, you realize that the head is no longer there.
Ooh.
And
Oh, wow.
and the closer you get to them, you notice that both bodies are missing their heads, and they have a short, stout stature to them, as almost if they were like bodies of dwarves.
Oh.
Well, I'm not gonna do a medicine check on that because I'm pretty sure they're
Do
dead.
they look like?
They look pretty dead. Doctors, yeah. Oh God.
Are they like clean cuts? Are they like bit heads off?
Actually,
Or
Go ahead and make a
that's
medicine
actually a really
check.
good point.
Make a medicine
That's
check.
actually really. God damn it.
You can if you want. You can help. You
I would
guys,
like
you
to
can
also.
you can either both roll or somebody can roll with advantage. Your choice.
Do you want to?
I
You
have a
can do
plus
it, he brought it up.
13.
What the fuck? I have a plus 11. Sorry.
So I rolling with
How are you
advantage?
more
Is that what's
doctor than
happening?
The cleric? Yeah.
One with advantage, or you both roll, Michael said.
Nope. Either way.
23.
23.
If we're both rolling, I would have rolled a. Wait, 11 plus 13. Is that a 24? Yeah,
That's 24. Yeah.
Ah, the cleric beat him.
For both of you,
Yeah.
it looks like very clean cuts with a very sharp weapon, but also the wound is cauterized.
Great. Would we know about Durgar? Have heard about them before? Do these look like Durgar?
They do not look like a deep dwarf or anything like that. It looks more like
Okay. Mountain.
like a,
dwarf,
kind of like
okay.
more like kind of like more like an amber type flesh probably from what you guys can see
Okay.
as you approach.
Molfin's gonna just start rifling through the body looking for any sort of I'm gonna call it identification. Any sort of like a Zentarum ring, a Harper pit, anything to identify where these people came from.
Okay.
And, well, sorry.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, Molfin.
Okay.
May I please make another investigation check and try to see if I can look around and see the crime scene, see if I can't find a sign of struggle?
Oh yeah,
Any
you can. Yeah,
indication
you
on
can.
how these people could have
Yeah,
died?
you can investigate the scene. Sure.
Alrighty, I'm just looking
Okay.
for, like, indication of how they could have died.
That is a 30.
A 30.
No.
Very nice. They surprisingly, Molfin, they don't have a whole lot on them. You do find one has a war hammer that's just kind of laying down off to the side of his body. A couple of hand axes you pick up. One of them has like kind of like a standard adventuring pack that's kind of fallen off to the side and spilled lots of its contents out. You can see some climbing gear like pitons and 50 foot of rope. Some water skins that are kind of partly filled with water and things of that nature. You do see that one has a piece of paper in his pouch that gives him sort of some general instructions to make their way to Iron Slag and kind of scout the area out. And it's actually from Citadel Fellbar.
Okay.
And this individual's name is Gramnock Steelmaker.
Remnock Steelmaker.
What was
I rolled
your...
a 6 on my crime scene investigation.
Now, lucky for you, the DC was very easy because you notice there are massive footprints of probably what it looks to be like 2 giants that look like they chased these individuals down. And that's probably the most you're going to get with a 6.
Do these guys have loot?
They do have some loot. One of them has about 27 gold. The other one has 36 gold and 52 silver.
Elfin's grabbing the water skins, climbing pythons and the rope,
It had eight
and heading over to.
had 8 pythons on him. So if you want to write that down.
Okay.
Mhm.
What were their names again?
Yeah, I forget.
Or one of the names?
You got one of the names was Gramnock Steelmaker. And they were
Gramnock Steelmaker.
apparently from Citadel Felbar.
Citadel.
May they be of more use in death than they were in life.
You have no idea how useful these men were.
No, but I know how useful they're going to be.
Oh dear God.
Oh no, you're gonna resurrect them.
As we're going into the Underdark. A few more foot soldiers couldn't hurt anything.
For a moment, Diana.
But I
just
thought we
closes her
defeated
eyes.
dragons and nothing scares us anymore. Blah 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 blah.
It doesn't, but how would you like to be able to send a couple of creatures in to create havoc while I'm draining the life out of a city? I don't know how long that's going to take me.
Diana closes her eyes and prays quietly. Elevator, please rest their souls, even though their bodies will not know peace.
How much
Also,
silver
no
was that
burning
again?
a city.
52.
Huh?
52
nothing.
silver.
I'm still looking for an entrance. I'm ignoring the bodies.
Okay. Your nature's guide leads you to the side of the waterfall, and as you look, there seems to be a cave into the cliffside behind the waterfall.
Well, I think I found our way in.
Alrighty.
Are we resting out here, or are we going to rest inside the cave?
I say we rest inside the cave. That way we don't risk these giants coming around and checking us out.
Yeah.
Probably the smartest.
We're gonna be in a cave for the next like 2 weeks.
I mean, at least this one has a waterfall.
True.
Okay.
Start heading for the entrance of the cave.
I
Elfin ties the rope around the feet of the two individuals and turns and starts walking away from the cave.
Okay. Yeah, because Molfin can't.
See you in the morning.
Molfin can't be with you guys, or you can't rest.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Diana needs a rest, so she'll go hang out with Molfin.
So Molfin, are you dragging these two corpses? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're? Okay.
Tied it right around their feet, making sure their weapons are with them so that my headless minions will have weapons.
Okay, sure.
Diana doesn't
Basically,
need a
one
rest, so
one
she
will
gets
have a
Molfin.
war hammer, and the other two will have like dual hand axes.
Okay.
That's what you got. Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how well this is going to work where they don't have heads, but
Okay, so Molfin makes his way back towards more of a, I would say probably more of a densely foliage area, close back to the close, because it kind of opened up a little bit in this space, close to the mountain, and then you guys kind of disappear into this cave. It's a little awkward getting into it, because it's not the most obvious opening to a cave. It's kind of like single file for a little while, and then it sort of opens up in the inside, and it is super dark. In this cave, and you can just hear the waterfall resonating and echoing throughout the chamber behind here, as it seems to lead and tunnel on a little bit more. It eventually gets to an area where it's kind of big enough where you guys can all kind of sit around one another. It doesn't ever get to be like this super open space or anything, but you do have an area where you guys can all kind of sit together. But it's
Diana's with
super
Molfin.
dark. Oh, Diana's with Molfin.
Yes.
Okay.
She doesn't need a rest, so she's following Molfin.
Okay.
You'll have exhaustion for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We're
Yeah.
going to sleep?
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, this is the end of the night.
Oh.
This is basically starting to set up camp, so.
Oh
Yeah.
crap! You know what? I'd follow Molfin too.
I didn't know we were going to bed. Bed Bath and Beyond? I don't know.
Realistically, Molfen would be trying to avoid people.
Okay. Then
Just knowing what his presence does.
shall return to the party.
Okay. Vix, did you want to just talk with Molfen before returning to the party?
No.
Or so you're trying to like sneak up behind him, or
I'm just gonna stay with him
okay.
because he has my ball.
You're gonna be exhausted. Actually, wait, I have lesser
Still see
restoration. You're fine,
Silver.
never mind.
What's a greater?
Oh, it needs a greater?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
I have
spell
that.
slot, you know?
Yeah.
I know.
So don't go sleep.
Molfen is going to pick up Vix, leave the bodies there, walk over to Silver, and just sort of hand Vix to Silver.
I will take Vix. Vix, you need to sleep.
Oh,
Come on.
No! No! No!
Tantrum in the cave.
And as Silver has Vix like over his shoulder, and Vix is like frantically reaching out towards Molfen, yeah, doing the baby scream. And before we do, like, I didn't know if you guys wanted to fast forward to the next day, or if while you guys were in the cave, what you guys would be doing in the cave, Molfen, what you would be doing outside of the cave. It's totally up to you guys if you guys want to take a scene here. I'll leave it up to you guys.
I would go out to Uncle Molfen at some point during the night because I do the whole only 4 hours of resting. So I would go out to him.
Would you do that after your trance or before?
Probably before my trance, just to keep company with him for a little while.
Okay.
And then as he fell asleep, I'd go back in trance inside.
Okay, Molfen, what would she find?
How long after we separated?
I'd wait till everyone got settled so I knew where the camp was inside, and then I'd come out and find him.
So she, at that point, I'm assuming it would probably take him at least like 10, 15, 20 minutes to get everything set up.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time she gets to where Molfen is, it's just a dome.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Molfin's found like a little copse of trees, and sort of like the weird treehouse type thing. Is he's sort of propped up against a tree. It's this half-circle dome with the tree sticking out of the middle of it.
Okay.
And it is just completely like midnight black. It's just completely opaque.
And
Can you hear me? If you're inside?
I think they can.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, you might not know.
I should say, do you know? Yeah, it's. I'm pretty sure though, mechanically, yeah.
I would go up to it if I could have a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd go up to it and kind of like sit with my back to the dome, like I was sitting back to back with Molfen or something. I know I can't see where he is exactly, but that's what I'd do. I'd go and sit my back up next to the dome, and I'd be like, Uncle Molfen, do you think he misses us? You know, Locke? Because I miss him. He's my buddy. Now we're just 2 snakes. Well, we need more snakes, and Locke's relying on us, and I don't want to let him down. I don't want him to be disappointed in me. And I just hope he knows that we're thinking about him.
Molfin's actually going to step out of the dome, and he'll recast it afterwards because I can't cancel it once it's up.
Oh.
As Molfen steps out, it dissipates. So if you're leaning on it, you're just.
Yeah, I was. Okay, I fall flat on my back. I'm like, oh, okay, hello.
Molfin's going to come sit down.
Ashlyn's just laying there, Molfen standing
Yep.
above her.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if you could hear me or not.
All the time.
Yeah.
Let's just go sit down beside her. I think he does. It's at points I'm hoping he's not focused on us as much as we are on him.
Yeah.
We have more, let's be honest, much more competent people to help us if we get distracted. The ones he took with him are not up to par with us. But at the same point, they are his friends and
Exactly.
his own type of family, much as we are.
Well,
If that stupid orb hadn't run away, I would be checking in on him more, but that's what you're heading into. Haven't had the expendable energies to peep in on him. Hope he's doing
understand.
well, though, not doing anything too foolish.
Well, probably is.
Yes, it's one of those things. I want to tell him not to be stupid when he was leaving, but he was taking the stupid with him, so it seemed a little.
I just hope he didn't get caught up in the. Is there an English word? Zeitgeist of it all? Like the. Not that Ashley would know that word. I hope he didn't just join in to join in. You know, I hope he really made the right decision for himself.
If he joined, that means eventually, well, that Xanathar is on the list.
Yeah, true.
So if
He
it
crossed
ended
that
up
off for us.
well, right, but if he doesn't, then that means it still falls on us.
Yeah.
And either A, something happened to him, in which case we will raise every person affiliated with that in any way, shape, or form, down to the last atom of their being. Or him and his friends have joined it, in which case we will raise everyone, with exception to him, and then go through some forcible cognitive readjustments.
Okay.
In other words, we will change his mind for him.
I'm kind of okay with this. Do you think
I
I'm
had
a
a
good
feeling you would be.
leader?
I think you are a wonderful leader.
I gotta find 2 more sneaks.
I would not go looking in where we are heading to.
Okay,
As most people
true.
will probably not survive.
True. Once we
Mm.
get out, though, recruitment starts.
Well, if we end up back near home, there's always Skullport.
Take a poke around.
There's that woman in the bar that Callista made friends with. She may be able to put you in contact with some people.
True.
Want to say, wasn't she a half-breed as well?
I'm
Thought
not sure.
Callista said something about that. Can't remember, though.
Hmm.
It may be out-of-character knowledge that I'm hallucinating, because I'm old.
Okay. Well, I just want you to know that I can spend half the night with you and not get too exhausted, so, you know, if you ever need a friend, I'm here.
Put his arm around her and sort of pull Ashen close a little bit.
Okay.
I appreciate it, my dear. It is. I wander off to make it easier for everyone else. I know beings touched by such entities of great power can typically unsettle people.
You're still Muffin. You're not fooling anyone.
As I have been touched by power, though, and it's. Gonna have to be careful around Diana, though. That necklace she has.
You know.
I need to ask you to take it from us someday.
Well, let's not go there yet.
Yet. I
Yeah.
appreciate the yet.
Okay.
Molford's gonna then set up his ritual again and start casting the dome.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome to stay for a while if you would like. You can walk through it if you are
Okay.
within it when I cast it, but
Sounds good.
Awesome. So Molfin takes the opportunity to cast up the dome. The rest of you, with Riled, are inside the cave. anything you guys would be discussing at this point?
Wouldn't be discussing anything. I just want to take I'm not gonna like move super far down the cave, but I just want to check out the tunnel to make sure that there's no signs of like any other creatures calling this home or that kind of thing. Make sure there's no danger before we go to sleep.
Okay, aside from you don't even have to make a check as you're looking around. Aside from some bats and really small, tiny spiders, things of that nature.
Mhm.
Other than that, you don't see anything that could be too menacing. You do notice that this is a cave that looks like it's been traversed before.
Mhm.
It's really hard to tell, like,
How frequent.
but it's definitely been something that people have walked through here before.
Gotcha.
And they have utilized.
And then I will sit up, make where my bedroll is, or probably won't even use one. I'll be the closest, so I'll be the farthest one in
Farthest one in?
when I sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That way, if anything does come that way, it finds me first.
And you have true sight, so you can
I do have true
you
sight.
can see in the dark. Okay.
And I can see magically in magical darkness for 120 feet, as it is normal.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
As if it's normal for me. So
Okay, so I forgot about his true sight, but I'm still gonna go through with my plan
Oh, okay.
because I canonically forgot about his true sight.
Okay.
As he walks away, I'm going to cast Mislead. I'm going to start to curl up on the ground, and then an illusionary me is curled up on the ground, and I'm invisible, walking out of the forest, and I'm going to fly over with my flying boots to where Molfin is.
Okay, so you're doing this while he's going into the cave to look for creatures
Yes.
and stuff. Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage. This will be contested against Silver's passive perception.
Derek, don't look at me like that.
It will also.
I mean, you're not sneaking past Callista.
That's all right. That's okay. That's a 30-20.
30.
Yeah, my passive's only 11.
Okay. Callista, it's strange. You see Vix curled up there in the cave, but all of a sudden, down there to the left side of you, a strange little footprint just appears in the dusty dirt on the cave floor, and then another,
Diana
and then
also
another,
sees
and then another, and then another,
Do this.
and it's leading. Is almost as if like it's on the tiptoes at first, and then it starts to go a little faster as it's getting closer to the front of the cave mouth.
As I hear her say my name, I will swap to my illusionary body, and I'll like, what? I'm trying to sleep.
I see you over there.
I am right here trying to sleep, curled up on the ground.
I stand up
sleeping.
and start following the footprints.
I swap back to my other body, and I'm running.
You just see the footprints
Okay.
start taking off outside of the cave. Are you running after him?
Oh goodness. I cast fairy fire on him.
Okay. Is that a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, DC 19.
Okay. DC 19 dex save, Vix.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, natural one.
No! So as a quick prayer and a hand gesture goes off towards
Ilmater doesn't like me. That's why.
there's this radiant glow in the shape of a small kobold running out of the cave.
What are you doing? You need to sleep.
I am trying to sleep. Oh, I didn't swap bodies. Oh no.
Silver, you're hearing some commotion from back in the
I'm
front.
walking back.
Yeah. You see Vix laying on the floor in the cave. You also
He has true sight, so it's an illusion.
yeah, you can see through the illusion. It's a little bit faded, and then you can see over across the way. Diana is standing there staring at the front of the cave. Callista looks like she was going towards the front. You see this glimmering, glowing, radiant version of Vix.
Vix, if you really just want to be tired tomorrow, be my guest. I'm just gonna sit down.
I suggest waiting until the fairy fire wears off because he's going to see you coming a mile away, and I turn and walk back to the camp.
I'll think about it for a moment, and then I'll take my chances. with the fairy
How
fire.
long does fairy fire last? Is it a 1 minute spell?
1 minute, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah, so by the time this conversation ends, the radiant glow will be faded.
Wolfen has true sight as well, so it's still gonna see him coming a mile
Also-
away.
That's all right. I don't think things through very well. Character flaws, people.
So Vix continues on his plan?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm flying
You're flying
with my boots.
with your boots, okay. The boots start to flap and make your way towards the forest in the direction where you saw Molfen walking. What's your plan?
I'm gonna look around to try to find him.
You notice a dome just in the inside of the forest.
I'll probably take a rest there while I'm still looking for him because I don't know about his dome. So I'm just gonna like land on the dome and
Okay.
like sit and wait for a moment.
Molfen, you can see outside of your dome, correct?
Yep.
Ashlyn, you guys both notice all of a sudden. Well, Ashlyn, I don't think Ashlyn has true sight.
Oh no, I don't.
So
But isn't he on fire?
no, not anymore.
No.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, Molfen,
Okay.
you can see a kobold with flying boots. park its butt right on the top of the dome. And Ashlyn notices Molfen looking up.
Huh.
Well,
I
Molfen
heard
can
that.
look at Ashlyn and just sort of go,
I'm not there to see what you're doing.
oh, just, Molfen's just going like, hush. for
Okay.
something good.
Gesturing a finger over the lip, yeah.
Okay.
And then once I rest for like a minute, I'm gonna get up and continue flying in that direction.
Okay. Like beyond where the dome is, so you're just gonna keep on
Yeah,
going?
because
Okay.
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know about his dome,
Excellent.
so I'm
Yeah.
just looking.
So you all of a sudden you hear the wings of the boots flap as he jumps off of the dome. It begins to fly farther into the forest.
Let me see here. I'm just looking.
What was that? That's pretty heavy. And on top.
It was Vix.
He really is part dragon. He can fly?
He has those winged boots now.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
He's invisible, which means he tried to escape without getting noticed by Silva, who I handed him to.
I wonder
I-
what he's out here for. Probably not good.
Probably
we should
looking
find
for
out.
me, because I still have his light bulb. That ball of fire.
But he found you. He sat on top of you. Well, us. The thing. The dome.
I'm not quite sure why he took off, but
Hmm.
unfortunately I cannot cast spells through it. He cannot enter.
It's a moot point.
Yes,
A
he's
moot
gone.
point.
He'll be back at some point.
Vix, partway through your flying, you're like, gosh, it was strange. It's just a random dome in the middle of the woods. I mean, what you're just milling over this in your mind.
Like, is it a big black rock?
I don't know, it could be.
There is a tree sticking through the middle of it.
Strange. Man, this something must be up with this forest.
I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna go back to that dome.
Okay. Eventually, you guys hear the flapping of wings coming back.
Like,
Find
sneak
us.
up to the dome. And I'll knock on. Be like, "What kind of metal is this? Or is this a rock?
You guys.
And
Is this
Draconic?
obsidian?"
And Draconic, I'm gonna be like, try to taste it.
You hear a
Who said
draconic,
that?
draconic voice.
Who said that? Is it you? The voice on the wind?
Yes.
I'll lick the dome.
Molfen is going to get as close as I can to the edge of it. When he licks it, I'm going to take my dagger and try to poke him in the tongue.
No,
Oh, no.
that's extreme.
Not like full on like stabs, but just enough so it's like when you almost like licking a battery. How you get that little like
Yeah. Yeah.
You get a little jolt.
just enough to
You get a little.
shock.
You get a little jolt from licking the dome. Vix causes you to kind of startle back just a little bit.
This is a magic rock. Hmm. I'm gonna try to lick it again.
Vix, you
Okay,
proceed
poke
to
him again.
lick the magic rock again.
What do I have anything cool in my inventory?
As
I can throw?
Ashlyn, you can't see him. You can only hear him.
Okay, okay.
Molfen, you can see clearly he's approaching the dome again, and
Right in the tongue
do it again. Another jolt.
Why was I supposed to lick the rock?
To gain magic powers. Now go, Vix. Go tell the others what you have seen.
Okay, okay. You told me to lead, so I'll do it. I go running back to the cave.
Running back to the cave.
Molfen's
Guys!
running over, just hugging Ashlyn and laughing hysterically right now.
Everybody, wake up!
You guys are startled by the voice of Vix.
Vix,
Huh.
we need to sleep.
I found
What?
a magic black rock that shocks you when you lick it because it gives you magical powers.
What?
You guys gotta come lick the rock.
Vix, did you eat some mushrooms out there or something?
No, I just licked a rock.
Can I do a medicine check? Make sure that he's not like got dilated eyes. Is he high right now?
How long are you invisible for?
An hour.
An hour?
Oh well, then I can't even see you to do
Yeah.
a medicine check.
Yeah, you can only hear him, and you can see his like footprints along the ground.
I will go with him. You all can stay here. Lead me to the rock, Vix.
Okay. I'll drop
I
the
can
invisibility
see-
so you can see.
I can
Wait.
see you.
I
What
forgot,
did the
so I
rock
just
look
dropped
like?
the
Can I make a check?
What?
Can I make a check on my own intelligence, wisdom? I don't know.
You
I
can
want
make-
to see if
make
I
an-
can put together context clues.
You can make an insight check, sure.
Okay. I want to put together
Let's
some
just roll
context
over.
clues. Natural 20!
It's not this easy, Diana. You can't just go lick a rock and get magical powers.
Yeah.
Like that it just doesn't work that way.
I have a question, Vix. What did this rock look like?
Was black? There was a tree coming out of it? And the dragon voice talked to me again.
Is any of this ringing bells of Molfins?
You would probably
Magic?
know that Molfen does
Yeah.
not speak Draconic.
I know that Molfen doesn't speak Draconic, but I do know that Ashlyn speaks Draconic. She's not here right now. I also
Yeah.
know that Molfen creates a shell to sleep in. And
Under
I
a
have
tree,
spent-
Callisto knows
I have
immediately.
spent the
don't.
night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With a natural 20 insight, you probably can put two and two together.
Vix, it's not a rock.
I'm telling you, I licked it, and it shocked me.
Okay, I don't know what type of protection magic was put on the dome this time, but that's not a rock, Vix. That's Molfin's
Molfin's
impenetrable dome. It's what he sleeps under.
Where does he get it from?
Magic.
Can you not
Yeah.
hear him through it?
No, you can talk through it.
You just can't see.
Well, he can choose to make it visible from the inside out and make it invisible from the outside in. Or opaque from the outside in.
Okay, all right. I learned. Now I'm going back.
You're not gonna get
Next.
in it.
You should really get some sleep.
I will.
We're gonna
It's only been like an hour.
Okay.
Try
Alright.
digging
I'll go
under
lay
it, see
back.
what happens.
Go back to
And I
bed.
turn over, and go back to bed.
Okay.
Diana puts her face mask back on. She's asleep.
Okay. So, Vix, you make your way back out to where you saw the magic rock.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna. Callista told me to try digging
And
under it.
you dropped your invisibility, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Molfen and Ashlyn, you see Vix approaching.
Is Silver there too? I forget.
Nope, just Vix.
Okay, just okay.
I'm gonna get to the dome. Look at the dome. And then I'm gonna cast 2 polymorph on myself and turn myself into a giant
badger.
pangolin. I don't know. Something that digs.
A giant what?
It's like an armadillo.
Okay. Okay,
But it's a good digger.
sure.
I'm gonna try to dig under the rock.
The minute Molfen sees that happening, looks over at Ashlyn, and without even thinking, as he starts digging down, grabs invisibility on both of us.
Okay.
Against the tree. No, half scamper a little bit up the tree.
After a little bit of time, Vix, you emerge out from the soil.
Okay, I'm gonna drop concentration on 2 polymorph.
Okay.
Hello?
You're inside this blackened dome shape area that has a tree in the middle of it.
2 headless dwarves.
Yeah, 2 headless dwarves laying there.
Aha! That is a sign that Molfen was here.
I will drop a piece of magical fruit I have from the tree, so it looks like the tree is dropping a piece of magical fruit.
Okay, a piece of fruit just falls down about 2 feet away from you.
I'm gonna like put my hands out and start like feeling around,
Okay,
like for people, especially in the area where like the fruit fell.
okay. Make an investigation check with disadvantage. Are you guys trying to avoid this?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Why don't
Natural
you,
one.
You got okay. Never mind. Don't worry about it. You're off in the complete wrong direction from where they are currently. So you're just like walking around. I imagine you're like walking around the tree doing this, and they're just skittering around as you're doing this.
Cartoonist.
Yeah, the cartoon, the whole
Yeah.
Scooby Doo in the Doors scene, you know, where they're.
I guess I'll just eat this thing that fell from the sky. So I'll eat the magic fruit.
Okay.
It's one of Molfin's tree's magic fruit.
Okay. That's the one. That's the one that you guys planted a long time ago, right?
Yep.
No. Okay.
And I
It's,
pulled pieces of fruit from it, so now I got 3.
Okay. Perfect. Vix, do me a favor. I need you to roll me a dice. Let me pull this up really quick. Roll a
Derek's mad at me.
roll a d12 for me, and then tell me what you get.
7.
7. Perfect. 7. It's taking me a little bit longer to get to it. There you go.
Sorry, all, but this is just too funny.
Okay.
I'm a clueless individual.
You feel a little bit dizzy at first. And then you look down at your hand, and your hand is starting to get a little bit transparent a little bit. You're kind of starting to see through yourself a little bit, and your body form, your matter of your body is starting to break up a little bit and almost take more of like a gaseous kind of form. And you basically just transform into a little bit of a cloud. You just are under the effect of the gaseous form spell for the next hour.
Okay.
So you are transformed into a misty cloud.
I can only move like 10 feet.
Your only movement is 10 feet. You have resistance to non-magical damage, and advantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws. You can pass through small holes, narrow openings, even mere cracks. You can't fall.
Well,
Oh, you can't talk or manipulate objects.
I will just hang my little cloud head and I will float slowly through the hole that I dug
Okay.
and slowly float back to the cave.
So, Ashlyn and Molfin, you guys just watched Vix eat a banana, turn into a little cloud, and then just get really sad, and then just very slowly cloud float down through the hole, out the other side, and just started going back towards the campsite.
What? I thought it would be funny. This is horrible. I think
But this is the best thing ever.
I think I killed him. At least his soul or something. He looks so sad. Such a sad cloud. My God, Callista's never gonna. Diana's never gonna forgive me. Silver's gonna murder me.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean,
didn't see
you're
him.
the saddest cloud. Oh no.
We never saw him. He was never here.
I like this idea, but I'm a really bad liar. Yeah, I guess I can try.
I can help you. If you'd like.
Okay, let's. You gonna? Okay.
I'm going to make it so you cannot speak of it. With your permission, of course.
Okay, I don't know. Oh, you're gonna cast magic on my brain.
I'm going to cast Gaius.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
And with the specific instruction that Ashlyn cannot speak about whether or not we saw Vix
Okay.
during camp this evening.
Are you just going to willingly fail the check,
Mhm.
Ashlyn? Okay. So for 30 days, that's an effect. Callista.
You know, I'm going to cast it at 9th level. So
It's
it's
permanent?
until dispelled.
Oh, until dispelled.
What a terrible use of the.
I was already planning on dispelling the first Gaius, so now I don't know which Gaius I'm gonna dispel. So this will be interesting.
Oh my God.
Wait, who's the first Gaius?
Callista, it's
The
weird.
no spider spear.
It's weird for you, Callista. You're hearing Diana sleeping. You see Silver starting to kind of pass out over there. You're kind of starting to fade out as well. You can see Rild's asleep. Or Rild trances, I believe, dude.
Rild trances.
Yeah, he's over there kind of getting his little meditative state. then you just have this weird presence. And you're just sitting there, your eyes are almost closed, and your one eye kind of shoots open, and you look off to the side, and there's this really sad-looking cloud floating into the room. If it has this really weird amorphous kind of humanoid look to it, but it's like floating like Casper the Friendly Ghost into the room, and its little amorphous head is just like sagging, and its two front arms are just kind of sagging down, just floating into the chamber.
In Primordial, I say, "Can I help you?"
I don't know what that means.
I'm assuming it's elemental. Melissa doesn't know what this is.
You
Okay.
don't appear to get a response from the sad cloud.
Can I do like a nature or arcana check? Like, is this some sort of effect? Callista, like out of character, Kristy knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Callista has no clue, so
Sure.
she'd be like, "What is like? I'm a druid. What is this bullshit?"
Okay, you want to do nature first before arcana?
Nature
Would you-
first before
Okay,
arcana. Yeah.
Sure, you can make a nature check.
— 14.
14. You definitely haven't seen anything like this naturally. But you do recall at one point in your adventures with this group, you do recall that I believe you guys have seen this before. I think it was way, way back when you guys were on Zethros' tower.
Oh.
The dwarves that came into the tower
Yes,
were
that
using,
landed on us.
and they looked very similar to this cloud shape that you see.
I can't even lay on the ground.
It's a Lord Reliant attack force.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out and try to dispel the magic, because like I'm just reaching out to grab it after I dispel it, because I don't know who this person is.
Okay. What level? What is that? What level spell is that? Gaseous form.
I think it's like
It's a
third.
Yeah, it's a third level. So what's this? What's the spell magic level?
Also third
It's
level.
third. So yeah, if you just cast that and take off
Yeah, I'll
that,
just cast that third level.
you
I was gonna
cast
roll,
it,
but
and all of a sudden the gaseous form effect on this creature seems to just rapidly dissipate with a glow of magical energy, and then you reach out and grab, and
hand on fire, grab their collar, waiting to see them corporealize, and I'm just like, ooh.
and you see a familiar purple kobold.
What happened?
I dug into the dome
Uh-huh.
and nobody was there. And
But the
then a
dome was
fruit.
still up.
Yeah, and then a fruit landed on the ground. And I ate it.
What kind of fruit?
Looked kind of like a banana.
Damn it. I thought I confiscated all of those. Who still has some?
The sky.
Because out of character, Callista has 17 fruit, and I think Ashlyn snagged a few before she could grab them all.
Yeah.
Callista is like the teacher confiscating our items, and like somehow we like had like backup items.
That's exactly what it feels like. Like, I thought I took those from you.
I just wanted to talk to Muffin, but he wasn't home.
What did you want to talk to him about, Vix?
I just wanted to let him know I was trusting him with my ball.
Oh.
And I really wanted it back when he was done. But I was trusting him.
We will talk to him in the morning and make sure he gives it back. But if
Eventually,
the dome
when
is
he's done,
still
I just want
up, he's in that dome, but they're hiding from you for some
Why?
reason. I don't know.
It's not very nice.
It's not, and I'm sorry they did that to you. They They're probably just playing a little joke. There's lots of pranks that used to be had, at least when Lachlan was around. So maybe they're just emulating that right now.
Does anyone else wake up?
I mean,
Probably-
Calista did light her hand on fire, so it got a little brighter.
You guys probably all woke up during this. Yeah, it got brighter, and now you can hear voices. So yeah, you probably all started to come to.
All right, Diana casts sending to Molfin,
Okay.
and she says, Vix says he just wanted to say he trusts you with ball. I think you hurt his feelings. I don't know how many words that is. Or no,
You get 25
made him
words.
sad.
You did like 20.
Okay. You made him sad. For shame. For shame. It's 24.
You're muted, Matthew, if you're talking. I can't hear you.
Molfin
there.
doesn't hear anything because spells can't be cast through the dome.
Dang it!
That's why I stuck him in the tongue with a knife instead of zapping him with a spell. Spells
I
can't go
forgot about
across the
That's
dome.
true. Yeah, the spell can't get to him. So yeah, Diana, you're pretty sure he got it.
All right then.
Back to bed.
She is like, "Let me go to sleep."
Okay.
Why don't you snuggle up with Silver, get some rest? We will talk to Molfin and Ashlyn about this in the morning, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Before I sleep.
Fill in the hole to make his bedroom safe again.
Before I sleep, I'm just gonna make it a little bit safer in this hallway for us, or in this tunnel way, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Mirage Arcane,
Okay.
and on either side of our little encampment, I'm just gonna make it like, I'm just gonna make it like a half a mile drop off
Ooh.
to like a flat surface.
Okay.
So that's on either sides of us on the tunnel, and then I'm gonna put little like drawbridges up beside us,
Okay.
so that when we wake up, we can just drop those and get across the gap.
Okay, so this spell physically changes realistically changes it? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not just an illusion.
People with true sight can see through the illusion, but it still takes effect whether they can see through it or not. So if they were to step over the gap, they would still fall, even though it's an illusionary fall.
So would Ashlyn think this was real because it wasn't there before?
I mean, even if it's not real, you would still get hurt by it.
You
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
But would I see the gap though?
Yeah, it's a pretty
Okay,
sizable
so I
gap.
would see the gap.
Yeah, it
Alright.
would be visual. Yeah, you guys would see it. Mhm.
Okay.
And you would see little
Yeah.
bridges on either side.
Okay, how long does
Okay.
this last? A certain amount of time, or
Casting time takes 10 minutes. It lasts for 10 days.
10 days? All right.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Anything else inside camp or outside camp would like to do before they try?
I would
to...
head back away from Molfin after 4 hours to try to see a giant pit in front of where I wanted to go,
Yes.
and kind of just chill as far away from the pit, but being like as far away from Molfin at the same possible time. From this weird like area.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you can't be too close to Molfin either.
Yeah.
Very
You
nice.
could probably like wall run across it.
Oh,
That's a
I
good
could.
point.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you can run across.
I
The
didn't know
wall.
I could do that. Okay. Yeah, I'd do that.
Okay. Ashlyn,
Thank you.
You rejoin the group to see that pretty much everybody is passed out asleep.
Okay, good.
Or
That's
trancing.
weird. There's a
Yeah.
giant pit there.
And there's a pit on the opposite side too.
I don't think those were there when we came in. Pretty close to sleeping though. She would have heard. Alright, I'm just gonna go to sleep and pretend like it's not there until the morning, and I'll go, ah, hit. Where'd that come from? All right,
Okay.
good idea, Ashlyn.
You guys all settle down for the evening, and you wake up the next morning with a full night's rest. Everybody can gain the benefits of a long rest. Molfin, you awaken. I believe the dome lasts 8 hours, so basically the minute you have had all your sleep, the dome would dissipate, I believe. Okay. And you guys wake up to notice that there are 2 massive pits on either side of the cave with drawbridges kind of stuck up on either side.
They come from? Oh no! They weren't here when you settled down. I don't know where they could possibly have sprung up from.
These are illusions.
Oh. Really, they look pretty
I
real to
didn't-
me. Like, if I step on that, I'll just
You'll
like...
fall.
Oh, then that's not an illusion, that's real. See.
It's complicated.
No, look, it's an illusion. I walk off of it.
Well,
You're gonna die.
what happens?
You're gonna die.
Wait, how far of it? How
I
far?
said
of
it was like half a mile.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't think you would do that if you saw that far.
No, Vix, I can tell this is illusion.
Don't
But it's
do
a half...
it.
But
I
it's a
start
very long
walking
drop.
towards the. I'd start walking towards the edge.
Don't. I'm like pushing him. Don't do it.
He's pushing against you pretty heavily there, Silver.
You're muted. Matthew.
No, I hadn't said anything.
Okay.
I'll
Molfin
copy and
would,
paste the last bit of this spell here, just so you can see it.
Molfin would probably be traipsing up at this point after getting up
Okay.
with his 2 new headless zombie minions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Molfin has 2 friends with him as he approaches. They're both missing heads.
Mm.
And seeing that it is an illusion is just going to send them through, because
No.
You hear Vic shouting as the 2 headless zombies are starting to walk towards this pit.
relax yourself. It's a mere illusion.
That's what I'm saying.
I go to pull down the drawbridge.
That makes it easy.
Okay. Does the
I see
drawbridge
all
does
this
the drawbridge
commotion
fall
happening.
like a normal
Yeah,
drawbridge?
yeah, like a normal drawbridge.
Yeah,
Yep.
drawbridge just seems to go, yeah, and slams onto the other side of the pit.
I have the same spell. It's high level magic. Don't mess with it. It will hurt.
That's a long drop. You don't want to go down
Yeah,
there.
that is a long drop.
Wolfen
bit
gestures at the
excessive,
one with
Vic,
the 2
but-
hand axes and points to the edge just as it walk off.
Okay?
No.
You watch it.
No.
The 2 hand axe one just like walks off the edge and goes and just disappears. And you see one of the hand
That is a long
axes
drop.
just like you hear the hand axes go ding 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 ding.
Oh,
That would have hurt.
Mighty odd illusion.
looks real to me.
Complicated magic.
Complicated magic.
Oh yeah.
Very
Lower
impressive,
The other
Vic.
drawbridge.
Thanks.
The other drawbridge.
Lower the other drawbridge. Okay. Derek, if you could do me a favor, could you roll a D10 for me and tell me what you get?
God.
Da da da.
7.
7. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Mhm.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I needed.
What we're probably going to encounter is what I'm assuming.
7 people.
7 creatures.
So are you guys, what are you guys doing here? You guys just woke up for the morning? I'm sure you guys have some rations or some quick things that
Yeah,
you guys could
rations.
snack on for a quick breakfast, whether it be some kind of jerky or some dried cereal type things, some oats or something like that, or some fruits that that you guys have brought probably from your Waterdeep residence. It hasn't been that long. It's only been a few days, probably.
Yeah, I stocked up the bag of holding with food.
Okay.
Concerned about people following us as we're sitting here having breakfast.
I will raise one of the drawbridges that goes out.
Okay.
And there's a waterfall right behind us, right? Like right at
Yes.
the opening.
Right at the opening, yeah.
Yeah.
Molfin's going to turn and gesture at the waterfall and cast a spell and send a freezing sphere to the waterfall
Okay.
to freeze it solid.
Okay.
Ooh.
How big is the freezing sphere? It's pretty big, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
I
so I'm
can-
going to do it. I'll do it out in front of it so it captures the waterfall. But I keep forgetting that it is a 60-foot. Sorry, 120-foot
Yeah, it's
diameter.
it's 60-foot
circle.
radius, I think is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty massive ball of ice. So you're putting it kind of like enclosing the whole, not only waterfall, but enclosing the whole entryway, basically.
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
As much as I can get covered up as possible.
Sure.
Again, it's also going to hit probably some of the stream above, some of the stream below.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. You
But,
you guys
once
can
it-
see that the sound of the water stops as Molfin casts his spell, and you can see just frost and ice kind of clinging to the walls inside the cave. And there's just a little bit of bluish light that kind of seeps through from the outside of the entrance of the cave, but the whole cave is now sealed with ice.
How long does that last?
It freezes everything. Let me see here. Oh. Well, wish I'd
Isn't
paid
that a
more
little
attention to it.
conspicuous?
Well, it only lasts a moment.
Okay.
I did not realize it was only a moment long.
Oh.
Because, hang on.
But does the ice automatically just like unfreeze?
Well, according to this spellbook that I pulled from, he's going to pull out the spellbook that he copied. Oh, wait, I copied it out of this one's not in there anymore. Pulls out his red enduring spellbook and it just specifies when I copied everything over. It says here that it will last a minute. So I'm not quite sure if that means the ice is just spontaneously reconstitutes itself as flowing water, or I mean, if we are speaking in straight scientific in terms of physics, I know that is not possible.
Right.
At the same point, I pulled a sphere of frozen energy out of thin air, threw it, and it exploded in a 120-foot orb, which froze everything instantly. So, physics be damned.
That's fair. Speaking of orb, do you have my orb?
Oh, yes, it is tucked away in my box for when I finish my studies on it today.
Oh, okay.
It was nice and safe. So long as nothing happens to this, and he goes into his bed and pulls out this little tiny wooden chest. See, right in here. As long as nothing happens to this, I can pull it back in a moment.
Do you want me to hide that?
No,
Okay.
that does not leave my... And turns around, and you can see him moving around, and
No, I was just I can. If
puts
it's,
it in a
if, it's,
different hidden pocket in his robe.
if it's less than 5 pounds, I can hide it.
Yes, but that also has everything in it.
I see. I understand.
Except for this deck of cards I found, and this
Oh,
flag. But
Let's see.
You
Are
wanna
they
play
fun?
cards?
Yeah.
No. That's Kristy.
So
Do you go
which one's
first?
Kraken?
Old maid?
I've never played Old Maid. I was always more of a fan of Gin.
Hmm.
Never played Gin Rummy.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to pull a card from that deck. I never have good luck with that thing.
Okay, so
How
so by
concerned-
now that orb of ice is just dissipated, and you can hear the sound of slightly trickling water. Not as intense as the waterfall was before, but a slight trickle.
Finish off breakfast and we should be off.
How concerned are you about people following through this?
Falling through?
Like
assume-
following
yeah.
us through.
Oh.
Like, if you want me, I can do something that'll block our path behind us, but I'll
Well, I mean, if
be tapping myself
we
a
have
little
this,
bit.
we have this wonderful illusory pit that seems to not quite be an illusion. I
Right.
can leave my friend here. I mean, granted, he is headless, so keep in mind he isn't exactly the most reliable, but can leave him here to attack anyone who attempts to enter.
Okay, well, I say we just leave the one drawbridge up so they can't continue further down, and then we just go.
Mm-hmm.
Walk.
Okay, let's go.
Should I leave him here?
That's up to you. I don't care.
Is it
As long as he doesn't
multiple-
slow us down, he can come. But if you feel like he's going to slow us down, leave him here.
You stay here. Anyone enters this hallway, anyone enters here that is not one of us, kill them. Or die trying.
Walks over the edge to go try to
Yeah, the question is can it hear your commands without ears?
Let's see.
But I was just gonna have it like give you a thumbs up.
Oh, bonus action to mentally command. So it doesn't need ears.
Oh yeah,
Ears
Doesn't have
mean
a
its
brain, though.
mind.
yeah.
Doesn't have a mind.
Mental doesn't have that either. So much. I'll just say it gives you a thumbs up and it stands at attention, kind of like right there where you guys were at camp, and you guys move across the secondary drawbridge, moving into what seems to be a pretty rugged cave system that starts to slowly descend over some time. You do get to some areas that do have a couple areas where it kind of breaks off. Everybody, who would be leading this, do you guys think? Callista, go ahead and make a, I'll do a survival check with advantage because I'm sure everybody would be helping you as you're going through.
Yeah, Mulfun's going to be right up next to her because I've got true sight, so.
Sure, you can go ahead and make a survival check with advantage.
Oh yeah, natural 19 plus 12.
Oh yeah, you're using your knowledge of tracks and nature and just finding the information. Silver shared with you that this cave has been traversed. You find areas where it definitely looks like most of the traffic has come through, and you keep on moving. Eventually, it feels like the cave system is kind of almost like spiraling down over a course of time for a little while, and then you come to what looks to be an area where it straightens out a little bit, and you can see it kind of opens up into a larger chamber ahead. What do you guys do?
Do we see anything?
Yeah, can I look to see movement?
Sure, yeah, make a perception check if you'd like. Anybody who
How
would
big
like
is the
to?
chamber?
Yeah, Mulfun's right there. I'm making one too.
It doesn't look huge, but it does look
Okay.
like it opens up a little bit ahead of you.
Okay.
Oh, I'll take that.
Low rolls tonight.
23?
26.
26, 23.
23.
I roll bad.
Ashlyn, did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 16. It wasn't very good.
Still, with all your enhancements on sight and stuff, you can see it almost comes to. You can see into the chamber a little bit. There seems to be some kind of, almost like it's come to a T intersection or something, and you can see there is a crude. Looks like some kind of wooden post. It's like stuck into the ground near the back end of it, and it looks like these crude like arrows, like nailed to it. Looks like there's some writing on it, but you have to get closer to be able to see it from where you guys are. And you can also see that it seems like there's a pit or something on the far side of it. Like there's an opening about 10 or 15 feet big, large, like round, on the end of the edge of the chamber. So it's like if you walk in, you go across the chamber a little bit, there's a pit at the bottom, and a pathway that goes to the left, and a pathway that goes to the right.
I'll get closer to try and read.
Okay.
Off looks up. Is there anything on the ceiling?
As you look up, inspecting the ceiling, you see, okay, tights, mites,
Tights.
stalactites. You see some of those on the ceiling, and a few like little bats like hanging at the top. Nothing other than that.
Wolfwood's gonna pick one randomly and just throw a firebolt up at it.
Okay.
Having really bad flashbacks of the boat ride into Skullport and that thing falling out of the ceiling trying to suffocate someone.
Oh yeah. That big kind of like manta ray type thing that came
Yeah.
out after you guys. Yeah, you fire a firebolt up there. You hear just a little yelp and a squeal as one of the bats just comes crashing down on fire in the middle of all of you, like a meteor falling out of the sky. It just hits down next to you, and it just like burns up a little bit, and then smokes, and then holds still, and all the other bats kind of just like flutter away, like squeaking.
Druid this! Druid the bat! Do what you do!
You mean it's cooked? Picks it up.
I know.
Do that.
I wasn't aiming at the stupid bat. I was shooting at the pointy thing. Remember when we took the boat? Oh no, you were a giant fish. When we were going to Skullport that first time, there were giant pointy things on the ceiling that turned into things and tried to kill people. You were
Stop
walking out
killing wildlife.
and
Go
I
over
shot
to
at a bloody what I thought was going to be stone. It's not my fault a stupid creature flew in front of it.
Don't do it again.
It's like squirrels. They run in front of horse-drawn carriages.
Can I look down the pit?
You look down the pit.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's how far can you see?
Just 60, I think.
Okay. It just descends into darkness.
Okay.
Looks pretty rugged. It looks like there's enough handholds that if you wanted to climb down, you could.
Okay.
But Callista, looking at the sign, there is an arrow that points to the left direction. And do you understand Dwarvish script?
I do not.
You're not. There's something written in Dwarvish there on that sign.
Can any of you read Dwarvish?
I can cast a spell too, and Molfen will cast Comprehend Languages and just grab the sign.
Okay. Molfen, you can read the Dwarven script. Says, basically in capital letters, in Dwarven capitals, says, danger, troll, stink. To the left. There is some graffiti underneath it in Gnomish that you understand, and it says, "So do you," with an exclamation point underneath the Dwarvish script.
Okay.
And the right arrow says Meriden Mines. And then there's an arrow pointing straight down the pit that Ashland's looking at. And it says resting place of Sir Welter. And you notice, looking at the sign, Callista, there is a necklace wrapped around that arrow. And there is a holy symbol dangling from it of what looks to be some kind of metallic gauntlet.
Do I recognize this symbol from a faction or a religious god?
Make a
I would like to investigate.
Sure, you can make religion checks. Anybody
Yeah.
who would like to do that?
I called Diana over to do a religion check because Diana's got this, not me.
I'll make a religion check with her. Why not?
Sure. Anybody who'd like to make
Let's
one? You
find
may.
out. Religion is
I like religioning the cleric. Because it's an int-based skill.
18.
18.
26.
I rolled kind of low.
26.
But damn.
I have a plus 11 because it's intelligence.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Diana's
really
just like,
doesn't
I don't
matter.
know, it's not Ilmater, it sucks.
Callista,
I have
Callista,
a
did
plus
you roll?
7. That also makes no sense.
I did not
You
because Callista doesn't know. The only religion she's really familiar with is the Ilmater and Illustri.
Okay.
Molfinism.
You both recognize this symbol is a holy symbol of Torm, which is They also known as the Loyal Fury, the True, and the Hand of Righteousness.
You said Thorm?
Torm, Torm.
Torm.
It's basically like a gauntleted hand.
Personally think mine is nicer, but whatever.
They are very lawful good type or religious sect.
And what was the name of the person who was resting here?
Sir Welter, Welter.
Walter. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Someone's gonna pull a copper piece out of his pocket, cast a light on it, and drop it down the hole.
Okay, you drop it down. How far can you see?
Now I can. I don't know if True Sight changes my range. Let me check here.
120 feet for me. As of its normal light, too.
Yeah, Ryle can see 120 as well.
I gotta look it up. Assuming if your True Sight is the same as mine, so we're
No, that's not True Sight.
Oh, okay.
That's something. That's another invocation I have.
Oh no, I meant the distance. Give me a second. See what it says here. Come on.
30 feet? 60?
Yeah, my True Sight's only for 30 feet.
True Sight. I have True Sight out to 60 feet.
Okay, 60 feet.
Yeah.
Tossing the coin with light on it, you can see that the coin does make impact. Your guess, based upon how far you can see and everything, but you can still see the light glowing. Probably somewhere between 90 and 100 feet down, where it comes to a stop.
Okay.
And it looks like it kind of opens up into an area down there, but you can't like see into it because you're well above it.
So we have a choice. We have a grave. We have a mine to the left. Or we have a troll stink to the right. But then there's a comment in Gnomish that says, no, you stink too.
So which
I'm
one's
not-
the red herring? Are they all red herrings?
They're all signposts.
What?
Why are you talking about fish? I'm hungry again.
Dad, do you remember, like, from Ironslag, if we were positioned at Ironslag, where would Menzo would be north, south? Like, which direction we should be going?
I guess, dear, but to be honest, I have no idea from this point. I've honestly never traveled in this direction.
Okay. When in doubt, go left. BRB.
I mean,
It
don't
feels
they
if
say
we're
that if
walking
you
into-
keep... I was going to
Go
say,
ahead.
don't you, if you keep right, you exit the...
Yeah, that's what I
Maze?
thought. The maze. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I did always.
Well, again, that's the simple logic. As long as you
Keep
keep
going
your
one
hand
direction.
on the same wall
Yeah,
and never
going in the
remove
wrong
it,
direction.
eventually you will find the end. But again, that isn't really what we're trying to do here. We're trying to find a city that is located somewhere within this.
Wouldn't the city be down?
Yeah.
My thought would be down, or I don't know if it'd be through a mine.
Well,
But the mine appears to be, they are mining things. Perhaps we can get information from them.
it's also dwarvish, right?
It appears to be Dwarvish script, yes.
They could know where the city that we're looking for is, though.
That's
That is
true.
Keep in
Yes, or they could be.
and there's 2 in this party.
Yeah, they don't like drow. Yeah, forgot under folk.
I think down or to the troll.
That was my initial thought, also.
That is opposite of what Callista's thought was, going left. So if we go
I thought the
right,
troll
it
was
appears
left.
there is-
I
No,
thought the troll
mine
was
is
left.
No, the mine is left, the troll stink, and the gnomish
Uh,
comment is right.
Troll stink was left, The mines were right, and the resting
Okay,
place
I'm
is down. Yeah, you were backwards.
So, yes, I suppose we're going
Second
left
place.
as Calista
Oh.
said and following the gnomes.
Well, we don't want to disturb a resting place of a cleric or paladin, do we?
Does it look like there's a ways that it splits off down there? Because like I said, I can see 120 feet, as if it's normal daylight.
Down the pit?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it opens up into an area down there, but it's hard to tell
Uh-huh.
because you can't see beyond it because of the way you're looking down. It's like looking down a tube and then seeing like kind of looking through a
Gotcha.
tunnel, and you can see that it opens up on the other side, but you're not really sure what's around there.
I could
Where
fly
you
down there
going,
for a
Swan?
second and just take a look, see if there's any other exits down the
Sure.
pit.
Do you want to just throw me down?
I can walk down. We can all get down.
Yeah, I can fly down with my boots.
How about whoever wants to go down and check it out. I'll stay up here and keep watch.
I'll go down and check it out.
I will as well.
I'm gonna hop on the back of Ashlyn as she starts walking down to sort of
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Sure. Diana, you going down too, or are you staying up with Callista?
I'll stay up with Callista because I don't want to leave anybody alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Stay up with
Okay. So
I will also stay up since multiple people are going down too then. So I don't have to use a spell slot.
okay.
Forgot you had to use a spell slot. Oh no! I was gonna hold your hand. Okay, I can fly. I'm a big boy.
Oh.
So you guys are headed down the pit.
Mhm.
Okay. So you guys make your way down. Ashlyn kind of running down the side of the wall with Molfin clinging to her throughout. Vix using his boots of flight to slowly flutter himself down through this area. Eventually, it does open up, and it looks like it fools your eye just a bit, because from the top it looked like it opened up into kind of like a small chamber, but whenever you get down to the bottom, you realize this is a much bigger area. Like, it opens up and you can see, like, as far as your eye can see, it's vast. But you also notice it looks like there is a forest of trees that span out for as far as you can see. They don't have any leaves on them, but they look like blackened bark that seems to creep out and reach up into the sky or into this airy space and kind of feel it almost like this. If you remember the scene from, I keep bringing up Lion King tonight, but the Lion King where they have those brambles and briars and stuff, that kind of creepy dark forest there,
Yeah.
that's what that looks like.
Wolfen's gonna look back up the pit. Oh, there's an entire burnt forest down here. Dead trees as far as the eye can see.
Yeah. That's weird for resting place, huh?
Does Dad know? Like, does that sound familiar to Dad at all? Is that normal down here?
And there have been instances of terrible forests within the depths.
Right.
Also mushroom forests. You find those sometimes.
Say trees or mushrooms?
Definitely trees.
Okay.
If there were mushrooms, we'd be eating them.
Not if they're sentient.
Maybe then still.
So
Oh,
Vix, Molfin, and Ashlyn, you guys are the three that are down there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody make an insight check for me.
Ooh.
I am rolling below 10 all night long.
So we're all gonna die.
23.
23. Okay. 10.
3.
3. Okay. Ashlyn, this really awkward feeling. You've had it before. It's like the feeling of being watched. You can't pin.
Which direction? Oh, okay.
You can't pinpoint exactly, but it seems to be coming from that forest. Like there's something in there, and it knows you're here.
Guys, Orst Bay, Sizay, watching way, the way.
I'm trying to get better at understanding the secret code. I just.
Alpha's going to look at Ashlyn and in thieves can't say. Then realize she, bloody hell, you may be in here, but you don't understand me. In Primordial. Can you try that again, please?
Yes. In Primordial, I would say the forest is watching us. And in Draconic, I would say the forest is watching us.
Time to go back up.
Okay.
Just as Vix says that,
No.
Oh no.
I need all three of you to do me a favor.
No, 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 no.
I would like for you all to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh God.
Okay.
Is this a
Jeez.
magical effect?
It is a magical effect, and it is also considered a charm effect. So,
Ruh-roh.
so if you have anything that gives you any benefits of those two items, you can apply them.
28.
28. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Wisdom.
Let's see what low number I can roll this time.
Wisdom. Ooh, that's not. Well, okay, that's still not bad. 23.
23.
Yeah.
8.
Advantage.
8.
Oh no.
Ashlyn, you're standing there, you're communicating, you're talking to Mulfin about this. You hear Vix say, "It's time to go up." And you guys begin to turn around. Ashlyn, you kind of grabbing onto Mulfin. You turn over to look over your shoulder. You realize that Vix isn't ahead of you. And you look behind you. And Vix is fluttering towards the forest.
No.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh no.
Oh,